I seem to remember you used to ask about whether there was enough gas for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I used to tell you about the pressure.
Yeah.
Making the gas canister things go all the way down, and there's not much gas in there because and then you say, oh, there's enough gas in there in case,
Well, there's not much gas today, Mummy.
There's not much gas today, Mummy, no. Luckily there's another one, because there's always more than one. You never see one on its own, do you?
No.
But usually there's another one, but quite often they're quite lower levels, and you say, oh, not much gas today, Mummy.
I remember always looking at them, the gas levels of the houses, these massive structures.
This is the Saltley Gate. This is where the Battle of Saltley Gate was.
What's the Battle of Saltley Gate?
In the miners' strike in the 70s,
Yeah.
Saltley Gate was where the coking plant, I think it is, where the coal was going to be fired in the power station there.
Yeah.
And to win the strike, it was really important that the coal did not get into the power station, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
Because then obviously it breaks the strike.
Yeah.
If they can still run the power station. So Arthur Scargill and all the miners came down to the bottom of Saltley Gate, and they got loads of support from local area as well, and that whole road was filled off and blocked up. It was the Battle of Saltley Gate.
Right.
Where the police etc. were breaking the pickets. It's one of the main 70s industrial front line.
There used to be thousands and thousands. Everybody's affected by it. I know loads of people worked at Longbridge. Sean
did, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Sean worked at Longbridge. Rich Devons, Bill Mullen, they all worked at Longbridge, and what's his name? Richard worked in the paint shop. Glenn, he was an electrician. There's loads of people. Everybody's got a story about Longbridge.
1 in 3 people in Birmingham were affected by Longbridge.
Yeah, it's very strange seeing it flattened. I used to sell my papers outside Longbridge.
Outside the ticket place.
Well,
it says ticket outside it.
Well, not far from the train station entrance. There used to be throngs, thousands and thousands of people coming past.
People call it Little Pakistan. The shops are very, very colourful, and all the bright clothes and the saris.
Yeah.
So another thing that's really changed though since we lived here is the number of girls with their heads completely covered.
Never used to be like that, did it?
No. Community, everybody used to look after each other, look out for each other. Kids had all used to play out or play around the back. Bashrat's mum, she used to do piecework in the night. She used to have a sewing machine, sewing pillowcases and shirts and stuff. And she used to get paid by the number that she did. But she was working from home. A lot of Asian women do that, work from home and using the sewing machines. But they always looked out for you. They always play out, bring food round. It's a very easy place to have a kid, because kids they don't look out for each other's kids.
And when we went to Morocco and like Sadia's mum made me shalcomizes.
Did she make them for you? I thought she just gave you the ones that were Sadia's because she was a bit taller than you.
Yeah, the old ones are Sadia's.
Yeah.
Sadia was always a bit bigger than me.
Yeah, she was.
But anyway, it was really sweet of her.
It was really sweet. It was
I remember her
fantastic.
making one for me that she made the same as Sadia.
Yeah. No, it was good because
Like
it's
from the old materials that say if she was making Sadia's one, she made one for me as well. Like, she didn't just make it for me. Well, she was making clothes all the time, wasn't she?
Yeah,
for her
she
kids,
was,
like.
yeah.
So it makes sense, really. Then.
Now that's more like Alum Rock Road. Poll tax union was the biggest poll tax union in the city, and I think one of the biggest poll tax unions in the country. Because people around here were some of the worst affected by the poll tax. Because if you had rates about, say, 250 quid a year, because the houses are really poor houses, so it's the lowest category. And then say you've got 6 adults, which you often have 6 adults in a little terraced house, plus loads of kids, and they're each paying what they would have been paying for the whole house previously. Their poll tax just went up 600% overnight, and they couldn't pay it. Just no way could they pay it. So we had hundreds of members of the anti-poll tax union.
Yeah.
Obviously all the neighbours and stuff were all members. Do you remember the old West Indian man with the goats?
With the goats, and he used to come and walk his goats around the back of the houses, around the front of the houses, everywhere. And he's so friendly and a massive, great big smile. Everyone really liked him.
He used to take the goat down to the allotment to feed the goats down to the allotment to eat.